Hello students, welcome to class 11 physics class. In last class we discussed about the integration, concept about the integration, and we learned that integration is a reverse formula of differentiation and some basic formulas of integration which we used to solve the numericals in physics. So normally basically we use the concept when we have the displacement. If we find out the velocity from displacement, we use differentiation. But if velocity is given, then to find out the displacement, we use integration method. In this class, we solve some problems, then you understand clearly about the integration. So let's start with the first problem. In first problem, one velocity equation is given in terms of t. You see that the velocity v equals to t plus 1. This equation is given. What we find out? We find out the displacement in between t equals to 0 second to in between t equals to 0 second to t equals to 3 seconds. Okay, so here the range is given. We find out the displacement in between this range or in this time 0 second to 3 second. So when limit is given or range is given, that type of integration is called definite integration. That means we did not use that integration constant term. So let's solve this problem. So first, what is the equation? V equals to t plus 1. As we know that v equals to ds by dt, displacement per unit time. But we find out the displacement, not the velocity. So the back process is there. Velocity is given, we find out displacement. So displacement s equals to integration of v dt, because v equals to ds by dt. So ds equals to v into dt. Now if we integrate both sides, integration of ds gives us a displacement that is equals to integration of v dt. After putting the value of v here, we solve this integration. Clear? So ds equals to v into dt. Now integrate both sides. ds equals to integration v into dt. Now here the velocity, we find out a displacement, that range is given t equals to 0 to t equals to 3. So 0 to 3, upper limit is 3, lower limit is 0. So 0 to 3. Now integration of ds means s, that is equals to, in place of v, we put its value or expression t plus 1 into dt. Now we know that in integration, any type of if addition is there, then integration we separate it. First we separate all terms. So s equals to integration 0 to 3 t into dt plus integration 0 to 3 1 into dt, that means only dt. So after solution this t into dt, we know that x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So t to the power, no power is there, that means it is 1. So 1 plus 1 2 divided by 2, 0 to 3 plus integration of dt gives us t. The limit is given 0 to 3. So no constant term we write here because the limit is given. After putting the value, how we put the value? We already discussed in a last class. Upper limit in place of t. These two are the values of t. Okay. Upper limit minus lower limit. So in place of t, first we put 3 minus in place of t we put 0. So 3 square by 2 minus 0 square by 2 plus. Same way here also. 3 minus 0, upper limit minus lower limit. After calculating this one, we have 15 by 2 meter. Unit is meter. Clear? So the displacement in between t equals to 0 second to t equals to 3 second is 15.2, sorry, 15 by 2, that means 7.5 meter. In this way we can solve if limit is given. Okay, let's take the another one example. In this example, the same function we used here, but just little bit different from the first one. Velocity is given t plus 1. What we find out? Same, we find out the displacement, but here limit is not given. See the language. Find displacement at the end of 4 seconds. At the end of 4 seconds, what will be its displacement? We find out that only. And one information also given, if initially body is at rest or is at origin. Origin means 0, 0. Here, so we use this information when we calculate the value of c. So here you see that in first problem, the limit of t time, we find out the velocity within a certain range. Limit is given, that's why that is called definite integration. But here no limit is given within this to this or in between this to this. It is not given. We find out the displacement at the end of 4 seconds only, and one information is given, if initially body is at origin. So this is a indefinite integration. No limit or no range is given here. So that means in indefinite integration we use a constant term, that is c. Let's solve this one. So s equals to, we know that integration of vt. In place of v we put this equation t plus 1 into dt. Now same way we separate it first, t into dt plus dt, because limit is not there, that's why we did not write the limit also. Now t into dt, t square by 2 plus integration of dt, we get t plus c, because limit is not there, range is not there, that's why we use the constant term, integration term, that is c. Now to find out the value of c, we use this information. We use this information. How we find out the c, value of c? Otherwise we did not find out the displacement at the end of the 4 seconds. Okay, so what information is given? If initially body is at origin, or at origin means 0, 0. Initially when the body is at origin, that means initial time t equals to 0. No displacement is there, it is at rest, that's why s equals to also 0. T equals to 0, s equals to 0. Now if we put this value in this equation of displacement, we get the value of c equals to 0. So what we do stepwise, first we find out the equation of displacement. One constant term is there. Now we find out the value of constant using the given information. Given information initially, that means t equals to 0, body is at origin, does not move, that means s equals to 0. So after putting the value t equals to 0, s equals to 0, we get c equals to 0. So now we put this value of c in this equation. So s equals to t square by 2 plus t. Okay. Now easily we can find out the displacement at the end of 4 seconds. In place of t we put the 4 second. So t equals to 4 square by 2 plus 4. After solving this one, we have the displacement at the end of 4 seconds is 12 meter. Did you understand? Okay. Now let's take another one example. See this example, v equals to 40 is given. Find the displacement at the end of 3 seconds. If at t equals to 0, body is 2 meter behind the origin. Behind the origin means if this is the axis, this is origin, this is positive x direction. So behind the origin means negative x axis. Okay. So the value of displacement, the body 2 meter, that means this is minus 2 meter. So let's solve this one. So first we use same formula, s equals to integration of v into dt. In place of v, we put this value 40 into dt. Now we know how to solve this value. 4 is a numerical value. So we write at first. Then t into dt, integration of t into dt, n plus 1 by n plus 1. So t squared by 2. But here no limit also be given. We find out the displacement at the end of 3 seconds. No range, no limit is given. That's why this is an indefinite integration. For indefinite integration, we use a constant term plus c. So 40 square by 2 plus c, 2, that is 2t square plus c. So this is, we get the equation of displacement. We get equation, not the value. Clear? The equation of displacement. Now step number 2, what? We find out the value of c, constant c, using the information. Here also information is given. Which one is information? See, tell me which one is information. Yes, this one is information. At t equals to 0, body is 2 meters behind the origin. That means at t equals to 0, s equals to minus 2 meter. Behind the origin, that means it is a negative axis. If we consider this is x-axis, if we consider the body is an x-axis, behind the origin means negative x-axis. Now you asked one question that for y-axis, if the body is at y-axis, so behind the origin, that means this side, because here for y-axis this is ups and down. So behind the means only the x-axis. Okay. So behind the origin, that means x equals to minus 2 meter. So t equals to 0, s equals to minus 2. We put it here, t equals to 0, s equals to minus 2. After putting this value, we get this one, c equals to minus 2. So in this equation number 1, we put the value of c. So what will be the equation now? S equals to 2t square minus 2, because the value of c is minus 2. Now we have no constant term, so we easily find out the displacement at the end of 3 seconds. So in place of t, we put 3. So s equals to 2 into 3 square minus 2, that is equals to 16 meters. So at the end of the 3 second, displacement of the body is 16 meter. Here, that's all about the displacement and the velocity. Now in this chapter, another one variable is there, and another one physical term is there, that is acceleration. Let's discuss about the velocity and acceleration. Okay. As we know that the velocity, acceleration means, velocity means rate of change of displacement with time. Acceleration means change in velocity with time. A equals to dv by dt. But it is clear, if we find out acceleration from velocity, it is clear. V equals to t square, we find out a equals to dv by dt. That means this is a differentiation, that is equals to 2t. But suppose this one is given, we find out v, that means the expression or equation of acceleration is given, we find out the velocity. What we do? We do the integration, like as a displacement and velocity. So you just keep it in your mind, this formula. When we find out the displacement, when we find out the velocity from displacement, we use differentiation. When we find out displacement from velocity, we use integration. Clear? Velocity from displacement, differentiation. Displacement from velocity, integration. Clear? Same way here also. Acceleration from velocity, differentiation. Velocity from acceleration, integration. Acceleration from velocity, differentiation. Velocity from acceleration, integration. So v equals to integration of a dt. Okay, because from this equation we can write dv equals to a into dt. Now if we integrate both sides, integration of dv gives us integration of a into dt. We don't know the value of a, that's why we write integration of a into dt. Just these four formulas we use, these four formulas we use in physics to find out, to solve the numericals. Okay, so let's take one example. This is a simple. From velocity we find out the acceleration, that's why we use the differentiation. But acceleration is given, a equals to 3t plus 3. We find out velocity. So how we find out? Which formula we use? Yes, this formula we use. V equals to integration of a dt. Now in place of a we put t plus 3 into dt. But see, here no limit is given. That's why it is a indefinite integration. That's why we use the constant term c, integration constant. After putting the value of a or expression of a, t plus 3 into dt, after that we separate it, t into dt plus integration 3 into dt. So t into dt, t square by 2, n plus 1 by n plus 1, plus 3 is a numerical value, integration of dt, which gives us t, 3t, plus c, because limit is given. C is a integration constant. So this is, here no time also we mentioned that at time this we find out the velocity. So this is the equation of velocity from this equation. Understood? Now let's take another one example related to this. Okay. Example, this one example, the acceleration is given 3t square. Find velocity at t equals to 3 seconds if initially body is at rest. Okay, so first of all we find out any limit is given or not. No, in this problem no limit, no range is given. Within that you find out velocity, or within this time to this time, it is not mentioned. We find out only at 3 equals to 3 seconds what will be the velocity. And one information also given. When this type of numericals is there now, one information is hidden in inside the problem. So you carefully read that problem, then you understand which one is the information. If initially body is at rest, initially body is at rest means t equals to 0, velocity equals to 0. Okay. So let's start with how to solve this one. So v equals to, we know that integration of a dt. We use this formula because we find out the velocity. So first of all, because no limit is given here, so this is an indefinite integration with a constant term c. So first we find out the equation of velocity with the integration term c. Okay, it's a very easy, no? If you just little bit if your concept is clear now, or if you watch this 2 or 3 times, then it's very easy. It's very easy. Integration and differentiation is a very easy. Calculus method is a very easy. Okay, so a equals to 3t square dt. 3 is a constant term. T square means 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. T cube by 3 plus c. So 3 cancel. We have t cube plus c. So this is the equation of velocity with constant term. So first, next step, we find out the constant term value. So constant term value, this is the information. Initially that means t equals to 0, body is at rest, that means v equals to 0. If we put it here, we get c equals to 0. So now this equation number 1 we can write, after putting c equals to 0, v equals to t cube. Now here no constant term is there, so easily we can find out the velocity at t equals to 3 seconds. In place of t we put the value of t, that is 3 seconds. 3 cube 27 meter per second. Clear? Another one example. Many examples are there. Okay. 2t square plus t plus 1, a equals to, this equation is given. We find out v at t equals to 2 seconds. If at t equals to 1 second, body is moving with 2 meter per second in negative x direction. It is already mentioned here that negative x direction, that means the value of velocity is minus 2 meter per second. Okay, so first we find out the equation of velocity, because here also no limit is given, no range is given. So we first we find out one equation of velocity with constant term c. Then we find out the value of c. We put that value in the equation of velocity. After that we put the value of t equals to 2 seconds. Then it is easily we find out the velocity. Okay. So step by step do this one. V equals to integration a dt. In place of a we put it here. Then we separate it. 2t square dt plus integration t dt plus dt. So 2 is a numerical value constant term, that is t square dt, t cube by 3 plus t square by 2 plus dt d plus c. So this is the equation of velocity. We get the velocity equation, but with a constant term. We don't know. If we put it here t equals to 2 seconds, then one constant term remains there. So first of all we find out the value of c. Then we find out the velocity at t equals to 2 seconds. So we use this expression or this information at t equals to 1 second, v equals to minus 2. After putting this value t equals to 1 second, v equals to minus 2, we get c equals to minus 25 by 6. So this equation, now this equation we can write v equals to 2t cube by 3 plus 3 t square by 2 plus t minus 25 by 6. So now here no constant term is there. So now the velocity at t equals to 2 seconds, we put that in place of t 2. So we get 31 by 6 meter per second or 5.16 meter per second. Another one or last problem of today's class. Okay, to the last problem. The acceleration of a particle in meter per second square is given by a equals to 3t square plus 2t plus 2, where time t is in second. If the particle starts with a velocity v equals to 2 meter per second at t equals to 0, then find the velocity at the end of 2 seconds. Okay. So which one is the information first you find out, because here we easily understand this is a indefinite integration. We have the constant sum c. So we in step 2 we find out the value of c. So we need our information. So tell me which one is the information. Yes, students, this one is the information. If the particle starts with a velocity v equals to 2 meter per second at t equals to 0, this is a given information. So let's start with a step by step. A equals to this. So we find out v equals to integration of a dt. Okay. Now integration of 3t squared plus 2t plus 2 into dt. Now we separate it. Integration of 3t squared into dt plus integration of 2t into dt plus integration 2 into dt. Okay. So 3 is a numerical value constant, t squared dt. We get 3 cube by 3, 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 2 into t, no power is there, that means 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1, t square by 2 plus 2 into integration of dt t plus c. Okay. So this 3 cancel, this 2 cancel. We have t cube plus t square plus 2t plus c. This is the equation of velocity. We give this equation number 1. Now we use this equation to find out the value of c. V equals to 2 meter per second at t equals to 0. Okay. V equals to 2 meter per second at t equals to 0. V equals to 2 meter per second at t equals to 0. Then the value of v equals to what we get, equation 1, t cube t square plus 2t plus c. T cube plus t square plus 2t plus c. Now put this value, v equals to 2, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0 plus c. So c equals to 2 meter per second. We get the value of c. Now in this equation we put the value. So v equals to t cube plus t square plus 2t plus 2. Now there is no constant term. So at what time we find out the velocity? Find out the velocity at the end of 2 seconds. At the end of 2 seconds, velocity v equals to 2 cube, 2 square, 2 into 2 plus 2, 8 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2 So 4 4s are 8, 8 8s are 6. 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 8 16 plus 2 18 meter per second. So at the end of the 2 second, the velocity of the body is 18 meter per second. Understood? So now at last we give you a simple concept about the differentiation in very short way, in simple way. Here, differentiation, we use three variables here, s, v and a. S means rate of change of velocity. When the time is very less, we use dt, that means ds by dt. Okay, so suppose s equals to one term is there, so we find out the v, we use the differentiation. So s to v from displacement, if we find out velocity, we use differentiation. Same way here also, the velocity is given, we find out acceleration. Acceleration means del v by del t. If dt is very small, then dv by dt. If for example v equals to t cube, we find out a, dv by dt equals to 3 t square meter per second square. So velocity to acceleration, we use differentiation. Displacement to velocity, differentiation. Velocity to acceleration, differentiation. Now if we move in the opposite direction, acceleration to velocity. Acceleration means dv by dt. So dv equals to a dt. Integration v equals to a into t. So if acceleration is given, we find out the velocity, then we use integration. From velocity, if we find out the displacement, we use integration. So you remember this equation, s equals to integration of vt when we find out displacement from velocity, and this one v equals to integration of a dt when we find out velocity from acceleration. This 4 you remember this one. Velocity from displacement, differentiation. Acceleration from velocity, differentiation. Displacement from velocity, integration. Velocity from acceleration, integration. This simple, very simple. Okay, velocity from displacement, differentiation. Acceleration from velocity, differentiation. Displacement from velocity, integration. Velocity from acceleration, integration. Once again, velocity from displacement, differentiation. Displacement from velocity, integration. Acceleration from velocity, differentiation. Velocity from acceleration, integration. From this to this side, integration. This to this side, differentiation. This to this side, integration. Clear? I think your doubts are all these things you have clear. If you have if you have any problem, you write in a comment box. Thank you. Bye bye.